You are looking at a webcam shot from the Steinhatchee River, which is about 40 miles north of Cedar Key, Florida. The National Hurricane Center forecast track for Tropical Storm Colin is for it to make landfall right in this general area tomorrow evening as a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. And again, that can change between now and the time this makes landfall. A link to this webcam and other surrounding webcams can be found on our featured page at Cedar Key on the Hurricane City front page. Using the HurTrack program, you can see the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center has the wind field approaching the northwest Florida coast around 5 to 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. And then here we are at 3 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday as the system is racing back out into the Atlantic, remaining as a tropical storm affecting Jacksonville, Savannah, and Brunswick, but going south of Charleston. Here's our visible satellite from NOAA, and you can see the broad circulation just to the west of the big ball of convection north of the Yucatan Peninsula. The system will try to wrap over the next 24 hours, but the wind shear is pretty relentless out there, so this will not get very strong. Here's the GFS shear map from Unisys showing Tuesday morning wind shear right around 25 knots, close to where the center makes landfall, and then the shear doesn't let up much once it gets into the Atlantic. So this is not, again, going to be a very strong system, but the convection will be in the less sheared areas, which is east of the center of circulation. Looking at the projected wind field map once again for tomorrow afternoon, between 5 and 10 p.m. is when probably the worst conditions will be felt along the west coast of Florida. There is the possibility as Colin approaches the coast that we could see some waterspouts on the west coast. Now, I have not had my remote cam or dash cam out in any bad weather since 2012, Tropical Storm Isaac in Key West. So I'm going to try to head over in the morning to the Tampa area, maybe head toward the beaches and see what I can film over there if daylight permits. If this is going to be a later landfall, somewhere in the 8 to 10 p.m. range where the winds are approaching the coast, I'll probably just skip it. Using the GFS wave modeler, you can see that we're expecting waves around 4 to 5 feet as Colin approaches the west coast of Florida. And again, we'll animate this one more time and we'll briefly stop it here, and you can see that that's right around the 5-foot waves tomorrow, and then the system moves on out. Here is an aerial shot from Cedar Key, and you can see that the area is surrounded by a lot of water, and it does flood rather easily. In fact, in a major hurricane, Category 3 or greater, most of the area does flood. There are some high spots on the island, but it's a very dangerous place to be when hurricanes hit. But this is not going to be that kind of a situation, but tides will be higher than normal. Again, a high tide is in the afternoon tomorrow, low tide at 10 p.m. at night, so the later it hits, the better off it's going to be for tidal flooding. As we take one more look at TD number 3 on the visible satellite, this system will be primarily a rain event for the state of Florida, and tomorrow evening will be the worst conditions, especially on the west coast. If I am live tomorrow, watch on hurricanecity.tv. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, everybody.